I've been eagerly waiting to kickstart this film. I feel, being an actor, language is very important. The main story is by Vijayendra Prasad sir, Rajamouli sir's father, and the original version he only wrote it. Room 2, when I've been a big fan of Hrithik sir, and I remember back in when I was in fourth grade or something, his first film, Kaho Na Pyar Hai, when Kaho Na Pyar Hai released, I was very young then. First want to shoot the whole film in Hindi, and then we will dub it in. Maybe we'll dub it in Telugu and Tamil. Hi, this is Srinivas Bellamkonda. Keep on watching Bollywood Hangama.
Hello, I have with me Bellamkonda Sai Srinivas here in Hyderabad on the sets of the Hindi remake of Chhatrapati. Pleasure having you with us on Bollywood Hangama.
Thank you so much. Hi.
Alright, so how does it feel to be on the sets of a movie in these COVID times?
I mean, COVID times, the only thing I've been missing is work. So it's good to be back on set for sure. And being my debut in Hindi altogether, it's even more, I'm finding utmost happiness because I've been missing work at the same time, and I've been eagerly waiting to kickstart this film, and starting with my favorite action, and it has been amazing.
Right, and I believe you've trained very hard for this particular role. So tell us something about the training part of it.
I mean, I've been trained in martial arts, and I've been training in my workouts because I have to put on muscle and I have to put on weight, and it's very tough, and to put on like quality muscle. At the same time, to train on my diction and learning the language was fun. At the same time, it was definitely challenging, and I really loved the process.
Tell me something about the diction part of it. You were telling me something that why was it important for you to get the diction right?
Because I feel, being an actor, language is very important, and having command towards the language, because you can never cheat audience, telling, mismatching their lines and stuff like that. And I want to have the command towards the language and learn the language so that I want the Hindi audience to be relatable to me, and I want the audience to feel that I am one among them.
Tell us something about this set. We are seeing these children over here.
Yeah.
And tell us something about the movie.
I mean,
and how different is it from the original Telugu version directed by S.S. Rajamouli? 2004, I believe it released.
Yeah, it was in 2004. So definitely we have changed according to today's times, and we made it more crisp. At the same time, we may be trying to bring the action also in a bigger scale, trying to get the best action sequences possible. Wanted to make sure that the audience will be hooked to the film, and at the same time you can see the crane, we put it almost 80 feet. So it's somewhere around 60 to 80 feet. Right. And we have tied the lights, and we have tried something really very new.
Can you please take the lights if possible? Right.
And you can see the floodlights also all over. There's one floodlight there, one floodlight there, one there.
Right.
So we tried to bring the Alang city from Gujarat, try to erect the set here. Right. It's actually happened in Gujarat, in Alang city.
It's a tall order because Chhatrapati was directed by S.S. Rajamouli, who's now one of the biggest directors that we have in the country, and starring Prabhas, who has become, I think, one of the hugest stars of India ever. Yeah. So is it a bit of a pressure with the sort of expectations that must be there? Because even their fan clubs will be observing you.
Yes, definitely. And initially I felt it was like a pressure, but once I came, tried to, when I did my workshops, when I tried to get into the character of this film, and I felt I wanted to do it in my own way. At the same time, I met Rajamouli sir also in the launch of our film. He came for the launch, and he was also he was like, you're looking how Prabhas looked back then, and you were also looking amazing, and all his words boosted me. Even I met Prabhas sir, and it was also amazing, and he was also like, this is going to be a very beautiful film. It's going to work everywhere. So it has all kinds of emotions, and it's going to be very nice. During these times also, it's going to be very relatable. So that's what he told me, and I felt very happy when he was like, "You can play it," and when he gave me that confidence that you can play it by Prabhas himself, I was very happy.
Right, and the writer is the same as well.
Who? The writer, sir. Yeah, the main story is by Vijendra Prasad sir,
Right.
Rajamouli sir's father, and the original version he only wrote it. So we have taken he has done the screenplay, but we have made quite changes. Mayur Puri sir have changed quite a bit to suit the Hindi audience and to suit today's time.
Will it be only in Hindi, or will there be like a South version as well, considering you have this loyal fan base in Telugu and South industry?
I mean, we're planning. We first want to shoot the whole film in Hindi,
Right.
and then we will dub it in. Maybe we'll dub it in Telugu and Tamil.
Right.
We're trying to make it a pan-Indian film, but let's hope how things will work.
Right. Okay, and in terms of releasing the film, is there any tentative festival date that you guys are looking for? What is it that you guys have in mind?
I
as of
mean,
now?
as of now, we don't have anything because of the current pandemic situation and stuff. But we wanted to definitely release it only in theaters. Maybe it happens hopefully soon, and we just started shooting, so we have a long way to go.
Right, and Mr. Vinayak is directing you. He directed your first film as well. So I'm sure the comfort level must be there.
Yes, it is. But more than that, he is my guru. So no matter what, I have to be like, because I've been launched by him, and I really, treat him as my guru, and I always look up to him. So I wanted to, at the same time, have a very good rapport with him, but at the same time, I always look up to him. So at the same time, it's Hindi, and it's new for both of us, and we're giving our best, and I'm sure, but definitely our rapport is very good.
So what are the sort of Hindi films that you've grown up watching and you like?
A lot actually. I mean, I'm a big movie buff. No, I've been a big movie buff, and for me, I think Doom has been Doom 2. When I've been a big fan of Hrithik sir, and I remember back in when I was in 4th grade or something, his first film, Kaho Na Pyar Hai, when Kaho Na Pyar Hai released, I was very young then, because I'm 27 right now, so I was back very young when Kaho Na Pyar Hai released.
6 years.
Yeah, I was very young, and so I've I can Doom 2, a lot of films. I'm a big action film lover. I love action films, and a lot of films. I grew up watching many films, so I can't pick one because I've been watching all kinds of cinema, and at the same time, Hindi has definitely been a medium where we all used to look up. Let it be songs, the way they used to can songs, or the way they used to shoot films. It is next level.
Right. There's a lot of appreciation for South cinema right now. Be it the scripting that they're doing, be it the technical aspects that they're showcasing, and many people, they are of the opinion that maybe South cinema is doing better than Bollywood right now. A lot of South films are being remade in Hindi. You were telling me your father's film was remade as Main Tera Hero.
A lot of films, even Bhagitri, Tadaka, also my dad's film.
Yeah. So how do you look at this level of professionalism which is being appreciated in South, and the scripting and the technical aspects, the VFX, the way they are excelling?
I mean, I always feel I think as a nation, I think we are all on par on the same level. But I think the quantity of the films have been more in South, I feel.
Right.
In Hindi, I think somewhere there have been very few films coming up here comparatively to the other languages. If you see Telugu, on a Friday there are some 4 or 5 films releasing in every Friday. There are a lot more contents releasing in Telugu, whereas in Hindi, I feel back in 10 years back, there used to be a lot of films which used to, but from I think year on year, I felt the film's quantity has been decreasing a bit. Other than that, I don't feel, there's much difference between north and south, east or west. Everything, as a nation, we're all Indians.
Okay, and what are your views on this entire growing interest and fascination of the country with OTT,
Right.
OTT platforms, and there are examples of the level of production values that can come into play, like we've seen with Family Man, for example, or if we see internationally, there is Money Heist, for example, that it is as huge as it can get in terms of action or anything, which any big Hollywood film can possibly be having. So, does that excite you in any way? Would you want to be a part of OTT at some stage?
I think when it comes to OTT and films in theaters, it is completely different. I feel OTT is like few films, few content you definitely want to watch only in OTT, and few films like big event films, like an action film, like say Avengers or any other films that matter. If in a Marvel film, you want to watch it only in theater to experience that. In a dark room, and to experience that in a dark room with the audience, clapping for it, whistling for the actions. So a film like a war, like there's so many films like Doom or anything. I don't think it can be viewed in OTT. I mean, you can't view that in a home theater, or even in your personal space. I feel a big event film should always be viewed in theaters, and I think so. There are different kinds of content. It depends on the content, I feel.
Okay, and do you personally look while growing up? Did you personally look forward to watching like a Rajnikant film in a theater or
Yeah, of
like
course.
Kamal Haasan film?
Before me becoming an actor, I've watched every film, whatever has been released. Let it be Hindi, Telugu, Tamil. I used to be the first audience in the theater in the 11 o'clock show. So I used to be a big movie buff. I used to finish my workout, go at 11 o'clock show, watch every film out there. And I've been a very big fan of films from my childhood. And after coming to films because of time permit, because we've been so busy, we are schedules, we have to start shooting from 7 and shoot till 6 and then go, wrap it up and then wake up in the morning. So because of the time I couldn't, catch a lot of films in theater. But before me coming into film, before 2015, I was out there watching every film out there.
Right. So people tend to watch a 2.5-hour movie, like 2-hour movie in theaters, but a lot of them they don't know the level of hard work that goes into making a film. Like even now, for example, that action sequence was going on, or like you guys have to wait for hours and hours and for just one scene, and. Like for example, your set was completely destroyed because of rains recently, and it must be a very heartbreaking experience as an actor. So, what is the importance of patience for an actor, or like any person who's related to films?
100%. I think patience and the passion, the willpower. I think you need to have a lot of things to to actually be in our industry. Because you'll see a lot of hurdles, you'll see a lot of, there's always, something going on. And how you coping up with it and how you trying to give your best is all that matters.
Right. What has been the role of YouTube in spreading the word about you across various languages in India, various regions?
Yeah.
What has been the role of YouTube in that?
YouTube, I think it has definitely been the best medium to reach out to audience in every part of our country. I mean, majority of the people use YouTube. I mean, I feel some people may not have OTT, but I feel YouTube is being viewed by urban audience use it, and every part of our country is actually subscribed to YouTube. That's what I feel. And YouTube has definitely been a major path-breaking medium for all of us. Let it be in content, let it be to view contents and to reach out to maximum number of people.
Right. And so you were telling me that because of your movies being showcased on YouTube, the audience in say Maharashtra, for example, in Mumbai or other parts of the country, they recognize you, they know you by the characters that you've played in Telugu. That must be very interesting.
Yeah, I was very happy, I told you, right? I've never saw this door opening for me, and when the audience, have all my Telugu films which have been dubbed in Hindi, has been viewed by so many people, more than 450 million views and 500 million views for each film of mine, reaching out to so many people through YouTube and through my dubbed version. And when people have been recognizing me and the welcome they have given to me and the love they have given to me and the support they have given to me is unimaginable, and I'm really glad that it could, a new door has opened for me, because through a medium like this, and I was quite surprised. I could reach out to audience so well through this medium.
Tell us something about the romance element in Chhatrapati remake.
Romance element. There's going to be a couple of good songs, and there is a very good track between me and the heroine.
Okay, and who's doing the music?
Music is Tanish Bakshi.
Tanish Bakshi.
Tanish Bakshi is doing.
So how many songs in total?
There we have 4 songs in the film.
4 songs. All right. So, Srinivas, lovely talking to you, and congratulations for this journey of Chhatrapati. I'm sure that it's requiring a lot more patience than usual, but I hope that it's going to be worth it, and it looks like it. So, all the best wishes, and thank you very much for talking to us. Thank you so much.
It's a lovely interview. Thanks for interviewing me. And, it's been a great pleasure.
It's my pleasure as well. That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.
Hi, this is Srinivas Bellamkonda. Keep on watching Bollywood Hungama.